Most people lose money in crypto, even if they are right about the project. They pick a great project, they believe in it, it pumps, and 6 months later, they're still down 70%. Why? It is not the coin that failed. It is the timing, emotions, and lack of structure. And today, I will show you exactly why this happens to you. And also how to fix this so you can actually make money even when the market isn't pumping. And the nicest thing is, during this video, I will also show you and how you can unlock a free $300 future bonus on a platform that I personally use for trading. Everyone thinks success in crypto comes down to picking the right coin. But even if you bought the best project, 90% of the people still lose money. Look at this example. It is the Kaspa chart. Amazing fundamentals, strong community, but if you bought during this area, you are down around 70%. Also a very good performer for this cycle, it is Injective. It did go from around $1.50, $2, all the way up to $53. And then what happens was it saw a backdrop of 87%. If you bought during the run-up, you were right about the project, but your emotions made you hold too long. Same for Kaspa. Many people were right about Kaspa during the way up, but their emotions kept them holding way too long. The emotional trap, the biggest reason for people losing money isn't about bad projects. It is about emotions. You see a pump and inside your body, you will start thinking it will go forever up. You see a dip and then like this, you think it is over. And right now the market is red. Well, most people are panicking. I opened up a long position on Sol and Dodge. As you can see, this is Solana chart. I opened a long position at this level. And the reason for that wasn't luck. I am not a genius. I just took action based on data compared to emotions. Same one on Dodge. I opened a long position to here, exactly at the bottom. The reason for that was I also felt inside my body, oh my God, we can go lower. But one thing that helped me was understanding emotions during trading, because we are right now up $240 and $360 in only 2 days. And I did this by watching this chart. It is the fear and greed index. And the fear and greed index shows us how much fear and greed is inside the market right now. Currently, we are at level 11. It is one of the lowest numbers we can go. Of course, we had several moments of going way lower, but if you see, it is red. It was max fear inside the market. Was this a good buy opportunity, yes or no? So checking out 2019, we can see max fear in the market. It was red. Was this a good buy opportunity? Yes, it was the local bottom. And yes, it didn't change in 1 or 2 days. It took maybe 1 or 2 weeks to get above it. But every time when we saw max fear, it was a good buy opportunity for your bags. Another one, 2020. Another one, even during the bull market of 2020, 2021. During this correction, there was max fear. It was around, here we can see even it was 10. And this was absolute bottom of this correction. The only time that it did go lower after a period of being in max fear was during 2022 after the bull market has ended. And when was a good moment to sell your bags? It was not during the max fear. It was during the max greed. So as an example, at the top of 2021, 2020, we can see that the number was 70. Then another one, 76 at the top. So by checking out the fear and greed index, I can understand. I feel fear, but also other people are feeling the same right now, which gives me the opportunity to buy their bags for a cheaper price because they think out of emotions. I'm currently up for making these decisions based on data around $600. And the nicest thing is I talked with the Bluefin team. I said, hey, I'm using your platform for such a long time and I want to do something back for my community. So if you're watching right now and you think, hey, I want to buy this max fear, there's a free $300 future position waiting for you. The only thing you need to do is register to the link inside the description. Go to the description where you can see claim your free $300 trading position on Bluefin. Click on the link, sign up, and you are liable to open up this $300 position on any project that you like. Some of you who are watching right now like maybe the Caspa project, Solana, Doge, it doesn't matter. Sign up to the link and you can start trading with this $300 free position. And after we talked about the $300 future airdrop that was given to you for free, I want to talk about today's sponsor of this video. And today's sponsor of the video is Best Wallet. We all know MetaMask and how huge MetaMask is. But we also know that from the crypto space, when we have one runner that is doing very well, most likely similar projects will do the same. We saw it in memes where we saw Pepper doing insane, which means Brad was doing insane. Right now with the ongoing MetaMask airdrop, I suspect that Best Wallet also can do very well. And the nicest thing is the project isn't on the market yet, but it will go live very soon because as we can see on the website on the 28th of November, the pre-sale is closing. And they were already able to raise more than $70 million for the pre-sale, which is a huge amount of money. And all of this can be spent on marketing, exchange listing and stuff like that, airdrops, because what MetaMask is doing also, they give away a free airdrop by farming points. So with the ongoing hype about MetaMask, I want to dive a little bit deeper into Best Wallet. We can see the pre-sale on the website. $70 million is raised. When we scroll a bit more down, we can see they will also give you access to early projects, which means inside the wallet, you have an integration to invest into new and upcoming projects. Reduced transaction fees are also on the line for this wallet. They also want to offer high staking rewards where you need to do right now to go to the smart contract or somewhere else. You can now stake your tokens for APY inside Best Wallet. And of course, community governance. Also, they are mentioned in several news pages like Bitcoins, ReadWrite, Cointelegraph, and many others. And to dive deeper into the wallet ecosystem, the biggest thing that I like is the manage portfolio section where you can set up your own folders for your wallets, because right now it's a little bit messy inside MetaMask, and I think this is really nice. And also the access to new projects is something that I like because I want to have early access before everybody else. Who doesn't love that? And if I take a look at the tokenomics part of Best Wallet, the most important thing that I noticed was exchange liquidity, which means there is exchange listing upcoming, which these tokens can be used for, and also community reward, so and an airdrop. So in some way, the guys want to organize an airdrop, and I think with the ongoing hype of MetaMask, this can be bullish. So if you want to invest into Best Wallet before everybody else and grab your early access, there is a link inside your description which guides you to the official website. Data doesn't lie. Let me show you some data that explains why emotions destroy your profits. This chart shows us the average holding time for retail traders. Most sell within 3 months, but whales, they buy red. They hold through the pain and sell when the retail gets greedy. And this is the Bitcoin hodl waves. And it shows us the holding time. Let me remove a little bit. So we remove this one, this one, this one, and this one. And what we see right now is the purple ones are the long-term holders. And at the bottom, we can see the behavior of retail, which means 3 to 6 months, they're holding Bitcoin into their wallet, 1 to 3 months, 1 week, 1 month. And what we noticed inside this chart is Once we go through a bear market, the purple ones are staying very stable, which means the long-term holders are accumulating and staying stable at this level by buying more Bitcoin. While retail is increasing when the price is already up from 16,000 to around 30,000. We can see it at the bottom here, the orange one. At 35,000, it starts increasing. And once we are at 66K at the local top here, they start leaving again. They start selling their Bitcoin again. And then once the price gets back to the previous all-time high, retail is coming back, while the whales and the smart traders for long term are keep holding, and they start selling once we are at 100,000, and retail is already left since below 100,000. So what we can learn from this is that the majority of the people inside this market are trading based on emotions. But how to fix this? Here is how you can fix your emotions in 3 simple steps. Step 1, have a plan before you buy. It sounds super simple, but have a plan for yourself. When do you want to enter the market? You don't want to enter when Kaspa is at around 14 cents at the absolute top. Then you are buying based on your emotions. Then you have to say to yourself, okay, it is now going up. Let me wait for a correction. If you have waited at 19th of February and we saw a correction to 10 cents and you've waited for this crucial level, the previous support, then you have the opportunity to sell your bags with an average of around 60% up. But if you bought the top, it took you around 140 days to get break even. So plan before you buy. Set your entries and take profits and exits before you even click on buy. Some of you bought, as an example, Injective. They only look at Injective. But this crypto market is based on way more than just your project. As an example, and I can think that everybody knows it, if Bitcoin goes up, most of the time, altcoins will go up. Not always. But if Bitcoin goes down, all altcoins will go down. So always keep a look at the Bitcoin chart. The second chart that shows us how and when you want to buy is the Fear and Greed Index. Save it to your favorites to keep an eye on it in the future. Another very important chart that you need to look at is the ETH versus Bitcoin chart. When it goes up, it means we are in an Ethereum season and a possible altcoin season. When it goes down, it means that we are in a Bitcoin season. So for me, it makes less sense to focus on altcoins when I see that we are at the absolute top for altcoins at this level, because I want to buy altcoins when we are at this purple box. And yes, there are some possibilities to make good entries at the absolute bottom of a bear market. Another strong example is the USDT dominance. When it goes up, it means start converting their altcoins, their crypto, to USDT. When it goes down, it means it's a very profitable season. Everything goes up, more and more people start buying crypto. So every time when the USDT dominance touched the bottom of this yellow line, it means it is a good opportunity to sell your cryptos, because it did go down. It was positive for us. It touched the yellow line and you can see it was the absolute top. Another one, it was the absolute top when we touched this yellow line, and another time it was not the absolute top, but it was quite a good moment to sell your cryptos. Same happens if we do the same thing, but now at every time when it touched the yellow line at the top. So every time when it touched the top of this yellow line, it was a good buy opportunity. Here we started, so you didn't know, of course. Then we saw it here, it was a local bottom. Here it was also a local bottom. Here it was also a local bottom. And again here, it could be a local bottom. Step 3, don't trade alone. In this crypto market, this market is based on emotions. So don't trade alone. You cannot do it alone in this space. That is the reason I have set up the Automated Alpha Discord channel, where we want to connect with like-minded people on the same mission. And beside all of this, many of you are busy with their job, their families and stuff like that. So we help you to provide with all the information in just 5 minutes every morning. The morning market video highlights the most important stuff into the market without any noise. And if you want to learn more about scalp trading, there is also a professional scalp trader in our channel, which provides you as an example with these types of trades, and several hours later it hits or take profit. And the nicest thing is, it's completely for free. So what is my lesson? After 8 years in crypto, I have been full-time in it since 2017. I have made life-changing money, and of course, I also lost a lot of money to it. What I have learned is this: you cannot beat your emotions, but you can design around of them. Write down your plan. What is your total capital you want to invest? How much per week or per month you want to buy into the market? Maybe right now, if you think it's a good entry. Maybe you wait for 6 months when we are lower, or you wait for 1 year because we first go up from here. Make your decision, make a detailed plan for yourself. Write down which projects do you want to buy. Do research on it. Pick the right ones. You don't want to buy projects that didn't perform this cycle, because probably next cycle they will also do nothing. What is your exit goal? What kind of money if you start with $10,000? Maybe you think, if I have $100,000, I can do life-changing things. So set your goals. The moment you trade without a plan, you are just gambling with hope. Let me hope for making 10, 20 or 30x, but that is not reality. You need to have a plan, otherwise your emotions will gonna win. If this video helped you to see the market differently, hit the like button so more people stop getting wrecked by their emotions. And if you want to use your free $300 blow-in bonus the right way, join our community, Automated Alpha. We post scalp trading signals and market updates where you can use your bonus in the best way. Thanks for watching this video. Link is inside the description, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.